Hi everyone and welcome. If you are new to Canada, first off, welcome. Settling into a new country involves learning a lot of new things. And one topic that often comes up is filing taxes. It might sound complicated or even a bit scary, but I promise it doesn't have to be. So this is FinGems Tax, and in this video, we are going to break down the basics of filing your Canadian income tax return for the first time. We'll use simple, everyday language to cover. What information do you need to gather? The important dates to remember, why you might get money back from the government, a refund, or you owe some money to the government, and the different ways you can actually file in your taxes, including free options. Our goal today is to make tax less intimidating and give you a clear starting point. So grab a coffee, relax, and let's figure this out together. So first, the big questions: do you need to file taxes? Generally, the Canada Revenue Agency, or CRA, that's the government's tax department, requires you to file if you owe tax or if they send you a request to file. But here's a really important tip for newcomers. Even if you didn't earn any income in Canada last year or very little income, you should still file your taxes. Why? Because filing your tax return is how you access many Canadian benefits and credit programs, like the GST HST credit, money back to help offset the sales tax you pay, and the Canada Child Benefit, CCB, monthly payments to help families with the cost of raising children. To get these payments, you must file a tax return every year. So filing tax can actually put money in your pockets. You're ready to file. What information do you need to have handy? First, your social insurance number. This is your main identifier for tax and working in Canada. It's a 9-digit number. If you just arrived and don't have a SIN number yet, apply for one through Service Canada as soon as possible. If you can't get a SIN number, the CRA might issue you a temporary tax number, TTN, so you can file and get benefits. Second, income slips or T-slips. If you worked for an employer, they should send you a T4 slip by the end of February. This shows how much you earned and how much tax was already deducted. You might get other slips too, like T4A for other types of income, like scholarships or grants or other commissions, or a T5 for investment income. Third, receipts for deductions and credits. Keep receipts for expenses that might reduce your taxes or give you credits. Common ones include childcare costs, medical expenses like dental or pharmacy, tuition fees. You will get a T2202 slip from your Canadian school. Contribution to Registered Retirement Savings Plan, RRSP, if you have one, or donations to registered Canadian charities. Sometimes moving expenses. If you moved for a new job or to study, you can deduct moving expenses so it can reduce your tax. You will need the dates of entry into Canada. For certain benefits, you might also need to declare your income from all sources, inside and outside Canada, for the year before you became a resident, and also your bank account details. For getting your refund quickly while direct deposit, you'll need your bank such as SIN number, institution number, and your account number. Most banks, you can do the registered direct deposit with the CRA directly from those banks' online app. The dates are very important in the tax world. Here are the main ones to know for filing your taxes. So for most people, the deadline to file your tax return is April 30th. Like for example, this year is April 2025. So before April 30, well, we need to file your 2024 tax return. And for self-employed, the deadline is different. If you or your spouse or common law partner were self-employed in 2024, you have a bit longer time to file until June 15, 2025. And but this is a key. Even if you have until June to file because you are self-employed, but if you own taxes, the money is still due by April 30th, 2025. So it means you still need to pay before April 30th. So try your best to file and pay on time because late filing can lead to penalties, interest charges on money owed, and also delays in receiving those benefits payments we talked about. When you file tax, the government calculates exactly how much tax you should have paid for the year based on your income, deductions, and credits. Then they compare that to how much tax you already paid, like the amounts already taken off from your paychecks. So you will get a refund if you paid more tax during the year than your final calculation shows you need to. This often happens if too much tax was deducted from your paycheck, or you qualify for refundable tax credits. These credits can give you money back even if you pay little tax. And you own money if the amount of tax you already paid during the year is less than the final amount the government calculates you own. So, how to actually file your taxes? There are several options. So first, use software, NetFile. This is the most common and usually the fastest way. You use software certified by the CIA called NetFile software. It guides you through entering your information. Some can even automatically download your T-slips like T4, T5 from the CIA using Autofill My Return. So you file electronically online. So free options. The CIA website lists the certified software that is free. Some popular ones are Wealthsimple Tax, Cloud Tax Free, Studio Tax, and so on. Many are great for simple tax situations. Some are pay what you want. And there are also paid options. So companies like TurboTax, H&R Block, YouFile, they offer paid versions. This might offer some support, handle more complex situations, or have extra features. There are also free tax clinics. So if you have a modest income, like you have a certain amount of income and a simple tax situation, you might be eligible to get help from the Community Volunteer Income Tax Program. So those trained volunteers, they will help you prepare and file your return for free. So you can search online for find a free tax clinic Canada or ask at a local community center or library. And there's also options to hire an accountant or tax preparer. So if your situation is more complex, like if you have a business income, rental properties, or significant foreign assets, you might feel more comfortable hiring a professional. So once the CIA process your tax return, they will send you a document called Notice of Assessment or NOA. Think of the NOA as your official tax receipt from the government. It shows that they received and reviewed your return, the date it was processed, and the final result, whether you are getting a refund or money or have a zero balance. It should also include some important information like your RSP deduction limit for the next year. And quick tips. So keep copies of your tax returns or your slips and receipts for at least 6 years. The CIA, they might ask to see them later. Okay, let's do a quick recap. So first, get your social interest number and get your income slips and any receipts for deductions, credits. Remember the main deadline, April 30th, to file and pay. So if you're self-employment, your tax return filing deadline is June 15. However, any tax you own are still due by April 30th. So if you think you owe money, it's better to file and pay by April 30th to avoid any interest charges. And file your return even if you have no income, because you will have access to potential benefits like the GST, HST credit, and also the CCB. Choose how to file. Use NetFile software. There are free or paid options available, or visit a free tax clinic if eligible, or hire a professional for complex situations. Look out for your notice of assessment after filing. Filing taxes in a new country for the first time might feel like a big task, but you can definitely handle it. Take it one step at a time, and remember, it gets easier each year as you become more familiar with the process. So for the most accurate official information, always go to the Canada Revenue Agency website. They have lots of resources there, and including information specifically for newcomers. You can also find some help and information session through our blog. We have a FinGems blog, and we share those information. And I really hope this video helps you to prepare Canadian tax. And if you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And consider subscribing for more tips about tax and businesses in Canada.